Hi, my name is Thomas Randina, and today I'm going to show you the incredible properties of Kangen Water. It's produced by this machine right here, which is a K8 by Enagic. Check this out. This incredible machine has 7 different types of water. Right here in the top right, you have your 9.5, then you have 9.0, and then 8.5. These 3 are typically your daily drinking waters. And then let's say you take a medication or you have babies, you would hit the 7.0, which is just clean, non-ionized water. And then you have beauty water. So all those ladies out there, this water is incredible for your hair and skin and even great for the plants. Then you have 2.5 strong acidic water. 2.5 will come out of the bottom hose, and then 11.5 will come out of the top hose. The 11.5 is a degreaser, and it'll clean the entire house, and the 2.5 kills 99.9% of all bacteria, E. coli, staph, mold, and even salmonella. So Enagic is the only ionizer on the market that is an OEM. So that means it's an original equipment manufacturer. The machine itself right here has a double carbon filter, which filters all bacteria and everything else there. On the right side, you have the medical grade platinum titanium coated plates. This is very important when you're ionizing the water. When you turn on the water, what's happening is tap water is coming into here, going through the filter, and then it's actually splitting it through the 8 plates right here. So one water comes out of the top, and then another water comes right here out of the bottom. So when you hit the 9.5 right here, what is produced from the top is 9.5 high hydrogen-rich alkaline water that has magnesium, potassium, and calcium in there. So on the bottom, you have oxygen-rich acidic water that you can actually catch there and use for other things around the house. The 3 main properties that Kangen water has is the antioxidants, the alkalinity, and superior hydration. Let me show you those now. The first property I'm going to talk about today is the antioxidants. The machine produces something called molecular hydrogen, which is the highest form of antioxidants known to man. Now, I'm going to use povidone iodine here, which is just like betadine. It's basically used in doctors and hospital offices where they basically use it to kill all of the bacteria. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour Aquafina into all 3 of these, and we're going to see here what happens with the water. Once I do that, I'm going to put in the povidone iodine. It's a really dark color because it's a antiseptic, kills all germs. And what I'm going to use here today to show this is vitamin C. This is one of the most powerful antioxidants that most people typically take. This is 1,000 milligrams. So when you take this, it's got to go through your body, through your bloodstream, digestion system, and everything like that. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to see here what happens. So it's true. Vitamin C is a very powerful antioxidant. Now, if you're drinking bottled water, tap water, things of that nature, let's see what happens there. So nothing, it just dilutes the water, as you can see. If you're drinking Kangen water, let's see what happens. So imagine drinking 8 glasses of this, the highest form of antioxidants, and it's bioavailable to your body immediately. So imagine what would happen to your body when you're drinking this every single day. One of the other ways that we show if there's antioxidants inside of the liquids here is going to be with this meter. It's called an ORP meter. It stands for the oxidation reduction potential, or the potential to reduce oxidation. So scientists use this to measure. You can see here that the air we breathe is positive number. So if there's no negative number, that means it's positive. The air we breathe is positive 210 here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour all the waters in here. Over here we have soda. So Sprite, this just represents all sodas out there. We got Pellegrino, that fancy bubbly water. So if you want to be fancy inside the restaurants, this is what I used to drink here. You got the Gatorade, you know, all the professional athletes are drinking this stuff. Then we have some of the Dasani water here. I think this is a Coca-Cola product. And then we have Smart Water. Interesting stuff about Smart Water. They use something called vapor distilled water. So one of the worst waters that you can put into your body. Right here. And then we have Fiji. This is coming fresh from the Fiji Alps, about 2,600 miles away from here. We have the Kangen Water here. And Essentia. First one we'll do is Sprite. So Sprite is showing 425. Very high oxidation. Let's see what that bubbly water is doing. 385 and climbing. We have your sports drinks here, all sports drinks. Gatorade, 465 and climbing. We have Dasani right here. So let's see what this is. It's dropping like a little bit, 442 or so. Still very, very high. Then we have Smart Water. Smart Water is about 442, 440. And then we have Fiji water here. Fiji's dropping, it's going probably like 390 or so, but very high in the positive. Now let's see what the Kangen water does here. Whoa, instantly negative 750 and climbing. So imagine pumping your body with 8 glasses of this high form of antioxidant. Let's see what the Essentia does over here. So Essentia, little bit high there in the positive, so 150 and climbing. The second property I'm going to show you is the alkalinity. How we're going to do that is we're going to use something called pH drops or potential hydrogen. It's just going to show you the true colors of each liquid here. So right here we have Sprite, we have Pellegrino, do 5 drops, Dasani, Smart Water, Fiji, Kangen Water, and we have Essentia. Now, what's important when you're looking at this, you'll see over here, you have acidic, and then you have alkaline and alkaline here. Now, something I want to touch on that's very important when you're looking at like alkaline water in Essentia, when you actually look at the back of this here, what they're doing to change the pH in this is they're using something called sodium bicarbonate. So anything that is alkaline out there, they're using a chemical change to change the structure of the water. Instead, with Kangen water, they're using those 8 platinum titanium coated medical grade plates to change the alkalinity. Now, when you start drinking the water, a lot of people start having incredible results. So if you have like Fiji over here, you start drinking it, you start like sleeping better. With Smart Water, you start, you know, detoxing, feeling better. But if you go into like something that is as acidic as this, it doesn't even budge. But if you're doing like Pellegrino, watch closely, it tries, but what's happening? It's so acidic that it can't even budge there. Now, with Sprite, nothing at all. Change your water, change your life. Here's the other thing. Let's just say you want just 1 sip of soda. 1 sip, 1 sip, 1 sip, 1 sip, 1 sip. Wow. The third property is the superior hydration that the molecular hydrogen inside of the Kangen water will produce. How I'm going to show you that is I'm going to use this tea bag here. I'm going to put it into the cup. And then most of us know you need what? Boiling water to make green tea. Today will be a little bit fancy. We'll use Evian here. And so I'll pour that over here. And you can see here, no green tea. So what I'll do is I'll put that over here. We'll use 9.5 Kangen water here. And look, it makes that instant green tea. But I'm sure you're thinking in your head, hey, he wet the tea bag there. That's why it obviously came out. So we'll put over here Evian as well. And you can see no green tea. Now, what happens if we put Kangen water in again? Instant green tea. That blew my mind. Now, what if you're drinking and taking like really expensive supplements? You're eating your fruits and veggies every day. Are you actually utilizing them or just having really expensive urine, which one of our nutritionists talks about a lot? It's more about nutrient utilization, not consumption. So use bottled water here inside. So is it diluting your supplements and your food, or is it enhancing your supplements and food? Let's see what happens with Kangen water. As you can see, clearly it's enhancing it versus diluting it. And you're probably thinking, well, yeah, there's no green tea over here. Let's see. If you change your water, completely change your life. Let's see right here. Change your water, change your life. Now I'm going to show you the 11.5, which is used to remove oil-based pesticides from your fruits and veggies, or you can use it as a degreaser for virtually anything. So I'm going to take the tomatoes here and I'm going to pour them on each side. And typically, how do you clean your tomatoes? Usually people do the tap water at their house. Today will be a little bit fancy and we'll use Aquafina here. On this side, we'll pour Aquafina. And on this side, we'll use the strong 11.5 degreaser. And now while those soak, I'm going to show you what's actually happening there using this very oily oil right here. So I'm going to put this on this side and we'll put a little bit over here. So typically, you know, oil and water don't mix. That's what we've been taught forever. So I'll show that here. Oil and water don't mix. That's a fact of life. But if you change your water, watch what happens here. Wow. And that's not horchata. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's going on over here. So we'll stir these around. We'll pour this into here. And let's see what comes off there. Nothing. Now let's see what happens over here with the 11.5 Kangen water. Ew, that's disgusting. That's pesticides and insecticides. Would you really want to keep continuing to feed this to your family? I sure wouldn't. Get back to the person that sent you this video for more information on how you can get your machine today.